grabe yung bangko tumatawag, tapos mga tao susweldohan, yung supplier hindi mababayad, yung cheque nagbabounce. Ako kasi yung nakakaalam sa lahat ng expenses. I know kung anong cards yung nagjuju, anong bills yung nagjuju, magkano, kailan babayaran. Bill natin sa ospital, around more than half M. Kasi she was in the ICU for more than a month. Lahat-lahat in total, more than 2 M. So slowly, clear off natin yon. What we did with the card was really pay off.
Welcome sa ating Saturday Live. Again, another very interesting session this Saturday, most especially because ito yung first podcast natin sa mga Seagulls community. Applause! Wala pa akong applause effect pero applause everyone. Thank you for joining us on this weekend. Again, my name is June and if first time mo dito sa channel ko, I help Filipinos learn marketing automation. And today is a very special day dahil first time natin magla-live sa ating first ever podcast. And because today is special, syempre, mayroon akong special guest. Siya ating pinaka-unang guest dito sa ating podcast for today. And we are going to talk about money and what it's really like to build your income and handle money as a couple. And how we handle also budgeting, planning, and supporting each other habang nag-umpisa pa lang sa mga careers namin at sa mga maliliit namin na mga businesses. So, to introduce, she is a licensed financial advisor, a full-time mom, and of course, the CFO ng bahay namin at ng aming negosyo. Let's all welcome my lovely wife and my partner in life, Gigi.
Hello everybody. Good morning. Ako po si Gigi and I'm the special someone ni Coach June.
Yan. Hello love. So, huwag na natin itong patagalin kasi Sabado kasi ngayon and normally ginagawa ko talaga to para maka-rest din sila and maka-focus dun sa pinagsasabi natin about marketing automation. But since it's a Saturday, it's a family day, so let's go straight to our Q&A. So, tatanungin lang kita ng mga questions, love, and, just answer honestly. Ganun man kami dito. And if merong feedback sa mga audience natin, you can also ask your questions dito sa ating first ever podcast and live. So, just comment there. Mababasa namin yan dito sa aming live stream. So, without further ado, let me ask you my first question, love. Kailan ba tayo nag-umpisa mag-usap about money? Do you remember?
Hindi pa tayo mag-asawa noon. I think it was during our second date.
Second date?
We talked about money. We went on a date sa bundok.
Mm-hmm.
Overlooking tayo ng Negros. And then, we talked about money. You asked me the question on how I view a car purchase. Kung isa ba siyang asset or liability.
On our first date? O second date?
Somehow, parang second date.
Second date.
So, ganun yung usapan namin pag kami ay magkasama. And then, you also asked me about how I view purchasing a house. Yeah. So, yung sagot ko doon, yung car is a liability kasi meron tayong car. Hindi na natin kailangan ng another one or a newer one.
Totoo.
And then, yung house is an asset kasi kailangan talaga natin ng shelter.
Totoo, no? Is an asset kapag ka may papasok na pera, and liability naman kapag ka laging palabas, no? Alright, thank you love for sharing that experience. Ganun pala tayo kaaga nag-usap about money. Hindi ko na maalala but thank you for bringing that up. Talaga palang mukha tayong pera, umpisa pa lang, no?
Hindi, I think ganun lang talaga ganun tayo ka-comfortable with each other that pag-uusapan natin yung mga ganun na bagay.
Totoo. Well, in the 6 years of our married life, ano yung pinaka naging financial struggle natin as far as you can remember? Actually, fresh pa naman siya. So, I think maaalala mo talaga siya.
Well, I think the toughest time, no, yung first na tough time talaga natin, yung nahirapan tayo magbayad ng credit card.
Mm-hmm.
To share more about it, malaki kasi yung credit card debts ko before kami nagkita ni Coach June. So, nagkapatong-patong na yung lahat ng ginagawa ko nung dati pa. So, I kept on doing purchases. Nagfa-fly pa ako to Manila noon. And then, nagda-date tayo. Ginagamit yung card. And then, yun. Lumaki siya ng husto kasi hindi siya nabayaran ng buo. I only had a meager salary nung time na yon. It was just a 15,000 salary while I was running the family business. Helping with the family business. So yun, lumaki siya ng husto. And then, during our marriage, it was COVID time. So, yung small business natin na coffee shop, nagsara or temporarily restricted kasi nga COVID. Bawal mag-interact yung mga tao.
Correct.
So, nahirapan kami. And then, we had employees to sustain. Kaya, yun, yung na-feel natin yung heaviness ng credit card nung time na yun. That's the time that pushed us to really sit down, tignan talaga yung card, ano yung pwede natin gawin. Kasi, sobrang laki nung finance charges. Bali yung interest. So, ang ginawa natin nun was to do work. Nag-online work kaming dalawa ni Coach June. I went into 51 Talk as an English ESL teacher. And then you went into Upwork.
Yes, I went to Upwork and parang transcription ata yung trabaho ko noon at that time when I started, right?
Hirap na hirap ka sa transcription. I
Correct,
remember
no?
that.
Wala akong pasensya doon, sa totoo lang.
Oo. Tapos yun. And then, what we did with the card was really pay off a bulk of it as much as we can. So, wala tayong expenses, wala tayong spendings para sa sarili natin. Work, and then pay off as much as we can. Eventually, years later, nakaraos.
Yan. And I think pinaka-importanting part doon is yung budgeting din. We're able to budget. Kaya yung mga extra talagang nabayaran natin siya paunti-unti hanggang sa natapos, right? And I can remember, pagkalabas ng mga bata, sumabay din yung COVID, which is a struggle din sa naging struggle din, naging addition dun sa struggle natin sa restaurant, right? And do you still remember gaano tayo kabaon sa utang nun?
Before the children came, yung sinasabi nating malaki, na-feel natin na malaki yun, it was around 200,000. So, slowly, na-clear off natin yon. But then, dumating yung mga bata. I had a very tough pregnancy with my daughter, yung firstborn namin. Bill natin sa ospital around more than half M. Kasi she was in the ICU for more than a month. No, a month. Kaya yun. And then we used our card for that as well. Kasi wala kami pera mahanapan ng 500,000 at that time. Then, slowly, we were able to nakaraos tayo. Especially ngayon na with your work, it's sobrang laking tulong yung work mo ngayon.
So, yung mga bata plus yung negosyo, how much are we in debt at that time?
Lahat-lahat in total?
Lahat-lahat.
More than 2M.
Yeah, I can remember. Ganon nga yun kalaki. Yeah. And as a family man, no, and nag-uumpisa pa lang and meron kang negosyo, it's really a struggle for someone nga provider kasi hindi mo na alam kung ano yung diskarte na pwede mong gawin. I can remember at the time kung ano na yung pinapasukan ko online just to pay off and just to provide for the family. Meron tayong mga pinapasweldohan din. Hindi tayo nag-close at that time dun sa branch natin during COVID, right? But the branch 2, we closed it kasi hindi na talaga kaya and then nag-pile up na yung debt at that time. So as a family man, talagang sobra yung naging struggle namin at that time trying to figure out paano ba natin ito babayaran. I can remember, nag-aaway na rin tayo nun eh. Talagang sobrang hirap ng situation pagka ganun as a couple if pera na yung pinag-uusapan, right? But we were able to make it because of budgeting. And ikaw yung naging key doon, Love eh. And just to let the audience know and for everyone, gusto ko lang tanungin, Love, bakit ikaw yung may hawak ng budgeting ng expenses and bakit ako sa income? At least sa structure natin ngayon.
Well, Ako kasi yung nakakaalam sa lahat ng expenses. So, I know kung anong cards yung nagjuju, anong bills yung nagjuju, magkano, kailan babayaran, anong suppliers babayaran sa restaurant, ano yung mga sa payroll. So, ako yung nakakaalam sa lahat ng palabas. So, ako yung may control nun. So, what you do is, ikaw yung toka sa cash flow. Ikaw yung papasok. So, binigay ko kay Junrex lahat ng papasok. So, kinuha ko sa kanya yung role to take care of the other responsibilities para makafocus ka, yung lahat na energy mo nandun sa papasok. So I think yung time na sobrang tough time natin, 2023 yun. I know because that was the time we closed the second branch ni FG. Tapos yun na yung million na debt na grabe yung bangko tumatawag, tapos yung mga tao susweldohan, yung supplier hindi mababayad, yung cheque nagbabounce, grabe. Tapos yun yung turning point, I think yun yung yun yung reason kaya ka ginugol mo talaga yung oras mo to learn a new skill or to enhance something that you already know before. Kaya yun.
Yan. And just to add on that, I think yung mga babae talagang natural sa inyo yung budgeting eh. Ganyan yung napapansin ko eh. Yung mga lalaki hindi masyadong magaling mag-budget. Kaya parang natural talent mo yun. So, paubayan natin sa kanila. Ang galing nila mag-budget. Yung mga husband naman, doon sila magaling sa paghahanap ng pera. But admittedly, at that time, wala akong ibang maisip kundi talaga online kasi I need to earn a certain amount of money every month just to pay off and I know that amount pero sa opportunity kasi nga may available dito sa Pilipinas, impossible for me to hit that amount nga nandito lang sa Pilipinas. I have to go abroad. But at that time, ayaw ko mag-abroad. Ayaw ko mag-abroad kasi may dalawa kong bata and I know how hard it is to build a family and then wala yung dalawang parents. I know that. I've seen that. I've experienced that. Kaya ayaw kong gawin siya sa sarili kong pamilya. Especially because we're just starting out. So at that time, I have no other choice but to do freelancing. So dun talaga siya nag-umpisa. And I invested time, resources, and money to learn that skill fast. And leaning towards that lab, I'd like to ask you, as a financial advisor, how important it is for someone to invest on learning a new skill.
Pag kasi sinasabi investment, yung agad-agad na iisip natin is stocks, bonds, equity, ganun talaga agad. Pero para sa akin, yung greatest investment na pwede nating gawin is to invest on ourselves. So, masasabi ko lang dyan is you invest in your skills, education, kasi yung skills at saka trainings, hindi yan mawawala sa'yo eh. That can never be taken away from you. Number two, you invest in your health. Kasi kung hindi ka healthy, hindi ka makaka-work. And three is you invest in your mindset. So, ano yung pag-iisip mo, ano yung spending habits mo, invest mo yan. Mag-aral ka, assess mo yung sarili mo, get learnings that you can access para ma-improve yung mindset mo in terms of handling money.
Paulit nga yung 3 point na yung love para dun sa mga nanonood natin para ma-take note nila. So yung first point is
skills and
invest
education.
on skills and education.
2 is health. And 3 is yung mindset mo.
Skills, health, and mindset. Napaka-importante. Ang dami kasing nag-iipon pero natatakot gumastos sa learning. Napansin ko talaga yan. Even me before, diba, pag makikita kang mga courses online, talagang ano ba to, scam ba to or totoo, right? And I have fall victim to a lot of courses online na talaga namang they fall short of expectations, right? For those people that have experienced that, what advice can you give them?
Hanapin mo yung coach or yung nagtuturo na magaling talaga. Magtignan mo yung mga reviews. And then, just spend that money. Kasi kung makakagasto ka ng 150 pesos na kape, i-take mo yung 500 pesos na course, 1,000 pesos na course. That's for yourself. So, dapat part yun sa self-growth mo. Dapat lagyan mo yun sa budget mo, sa earnings mo yun a month, lagyan mo ng 10% for learnings. So, i-allot mo talaga yun. Huwag kang maghinayang, tsaka i-check mo talaga yung credibility ng tao. Kasi minsan with a lot of online postings, pwede na tayong mag-post doon tapos hindi naman tayo credible, di ba? So, meron naman talagang ganun.
Yan, totoo, no? So, to check for credibility, there has to be a face. Number one talaga yan. Yung iba kasi ngayon talagang gumagawa na lang ng AI just for the sake of selling a course, no? Wala doon yung mission talaga. There has to be a face. And I think that's the reason also why that we're doing this, because they need to know that there's a face behind that brand. And to your point, you still need to risk, right? But calculated risk. That's why you check for the reviews. And if afford mo naman magkape sa Starbucks, 'di ba? What is 500 pesos na courses online? It will help you learn a skill for you to earn more. Good point, love. And ano yung going back to automation, kasi yan yung parang naging career ko na ngayon. When I started doing the Upwork and freelancing, that was not the first job that I did. As I mentioned, nag-transcription tayo. Meron pa nga doon parang book editing ba yun? And then ikaw nag-ESL ka, and then eventually nag-VA, until such time that I realized na yun palang automation na ginagawa natin sa small business natin na restaurant is something we can sell abroad. So doon siya nag-umpisa na, may bumibili pala ng ganito ng 70K per project. 'Di ba? So doon siya nag-umpisa yung idea. So we drill down on that and learn the skill and build on top of those skills hanggang sa nandito na tayo ngayon. Ano yung nakita mong pinakamalaking difference since I started the marketing automation career?
First is yung confidence mo. Sobrang gwapo na ng asawa ko na yun. Gwapo siya dati, pero ngayon, grabe. Napaka-hot. So, yung confidence niya in dealing with his work, the way that, the work that he does, grabe yung parang own na own niya. Tapos, ang dami niyang alam. So, it's napaka-proud para sa akin na makita yung asawa ko na contributing a lot to his company. Tapos, pinapraise siya dahil nga yun yung nako-contribute niya na napaka laking factor nun. And then 2 is yung syempre 'di ba ikaw yung assigned sa cash flow natin. So yung income mo, it really helps off with a lot with me holding the expenses or the budget. Kasi nakakaluwag na tayo, nababayaran natin yung utang natin.
Yes.
Tsaka yung especially now yung mga bata has started school, so nagbabayad tayo sa homeschool. And then yun, medyo maluwag. Hindi na ako umiiyak tapos naghahanap tayo kung saan natin kukunin yung pambayad ng kuryente or yung pambayad ng renta.
At the end of the day, yun talaga yung pinaka-importante na yung peace of mind. Yun talaga yung na-realize ko. Kasi karamihan sa atin, we seek for happiness. But then, if you think about it, being happy is just one part of emotions of life. And the beauty of life is that you get to experience all of those emotions. Yung takot ka dahil sinisingil ka na, yung hindi ka makatulog dahil stress ka na sa pambayad, yung masaya ka dahil may pambayad ka na, yung umiiyak ka dahil nag-aaway kayo. Lahat ng to is kasama package to sa buhay If you learn to embrace it, you understand that, guys, peace of mind pala yung pinaka-goal talaga. And if you have those finances drilled down, if nabayaran mo lahat ng utang mo, and if you're a family man and you're able to provide for your family, and you see them peacefully sleeping at night, that's the peace of mind that I wish for all of us. So going back, love, to couples, especially those starting out, yung nag-uumpisa pa lang sa journey nila, bagong kasal, or less than 5 years pa lang silang kasal. Ano yung advice mo sa couples na gustong mag-level up financially doon sa sweldo na sakto lang. Kasi karamihan sa mga Pinoy ngayon, pagkapasok ng sweldo talagang ubos lahat, zero eh. 'Di ba? Well, ngayon naman sa setup natin gano'n pa rin naman, right? Pero meron ng part doon sa income na napupunta na doon sa investment. So for those na wala pang pang-invest kasi kulang talaga, ano yung ma-advise mo sa kanila para maka-level up sila?
Face the elephant in the room. Pag-usapan niyo yung pera. That's just it. Talk about it as early as possible. Upuan nyo yon, and then you talk about how you're gonna handle it. I-check nyo kung ano yung pumapasok. Calculate nyo yun, kung pwedeng isulat sa papel, isulat. Kung pwedeng ilagay sa Excel, that's better. Para kita, hindi na kayo pa ulit-ulit ng calculate after. Yun, check the budgeting and then mag-decide kayong dalawa. Hindi pwedeng si Mrs. na yung magde-decide kung saan mapupunta yung needs, kung ano yung needs para sa kanya. Kasi baka Shopee once a month or once a week is needs para kay Mrs. So yun, pag-usapan nyo, agree kayo kung saan mapupunta yung mga budget ninyo. So let's take for example, yung T. Harv Eker na jar system. So gawin nyo yun. Identify nyo kung ano yung dapat mapupunta sa 55% ng sweldo na needs mo, kung ano yung play budget ninyo, kung ano yung papunta sa investment, ano yung papunta sa financial growth. Yun.
Galing naman ang advice talaga. Talagang hindi maikakailang financial advisor talaga siya. Thank you, love, for that advice. I'm sure merong maraming natutunan yung mga audience natin ngayon. Ngayon, isa na lang para dun sa couple that I want this naman to become general advice naman siya. Kasi we've talked about money so far, right? But those people and those couples that are starting from scratch, from girlfriend naging mag-asawa, ano yung general advice na pwede mong mabigay sa kanila to have that nurturing relationship, especially if they're planning to put up a family with a lot of kids or with kids?
Lagi itong sinasabi ng iba eh. Lalo na yung mga matatanda, put God at the center of your relationship. Totoo talaga yun eh. Totoo talaga yun. You put God in the center kasi siya yung magiging kasama mo. So, mag-pray kayo. Kayong dalawa. Hindi pwedeng isa lang. Kayong dalawa mag-pray together. You serve the community. You serve God and you serve the community. And then, eventually, blessings will follow. And then, of course, kayong dalawa as a couple, strengthen your bond. So, kung couple pa, hindi pa kasal, get to know each other so that you'll be able to identify kung paano yung love language niya. I-fill up nyo talaga yung love language na yun. Kasi, pag hindi yun na-fill up, after some time, manghihingi yun eh. Lalabas yun sa away years later. Uy, kasi hindi mo ginanon. So, yun.
Totoo. So, advice doon sa mga lalaki. Yung mga lalaki dyan, talagang ramdam ko kayo. Hindi tayo magaling sa ganyan but need to put an effort to learn, number one, ano yung love language ng asawa nyo. At saka pangalawa, gawin yun in actual kung ano yung love language niya. And that's how you start from scratch, no? To build that nurturing relationship as husband and wife. Any last words, love, na gusto mong sabihin sa kanila before we end?
While we are in this live, I want to invite everybody to take Coach June's course kasi yun nakakatulong talaga. For me, as an executive assistant, laking tulong yun sa pag-upskill. So, we can serve our clients better. And ngayon that I went into the track of financial advising, laking tulong din yun to get more clients or prospects. Yan. So, take Coach June's course and lagi yung tatandaan na as a couple, you look out for each other, you love each other, and let's not make money issues or financial issues a problem. Let's tackle it together as a couple because it's sobrang liit nun. That's easy. That's one of the easiest part sa marriage challenge na itakal. Kasi pag kayong dalawa, tutok doon, kaya nyo anything. So, yan.
Again, love, thank you for joining me in this live. That's the best takeaway there. Whatever is the problem, you tackle it together. Walang susuko, walang iwanan, hawak kamay lang. So, guys, sana may natutunan kayo sa live na to. Ako, marami akong natutunan. Matagal na kami magkasama, pero pagka nagla-live, talagang lumalabas yung galing ng mga isip natin. No? But thank you for joining us on a weekend. I know it's a weekend, you spend time with your family. But again, we do this every Saturday. And we continue to do this every Saturday to help you learn about marketing automation. So if hindi nyo pa natatake yung course, guys, ganito lang. Punta kayo dun sa page ko, sa Zage, or dun sa TikTok. Meron doong link, or you can just DM me the keyword automation. Once you DM me the keyword automation, I will send you the course link. And by the way, guys, libre lang to. Yes, libre lang po talaga siya. No catch. And this is my way of helping you earn more by showing you more opportunities. And I guarantee, guys, after you take this course, it's just a 2-hour course. After you take it, you will learn the basics of marketing automation, and it will open your eyes on a lot of opportunities available right now dito sa Pilipinas. Kahit hindi ka na mag-abroad, available right now para sa'yo. And if you find value to this course and to this podcast and to this live, give me a thumbs up, share this link, share it with your family, and share it with your friends. And give me a review. I love feedback, whether positive or negative, para mas ma-improve natin yung courses na gagawin natin in the future. Again, this is June, and I hope to see you inside the course. Bye-bye.